Well, we're back out here with the bike. Got a little juice here. Don't mind the lights flickering. So we got some updates. Hand controls are working. Well, you're on the wrong side to see that. Both sides, we got these jumper harnesses here. So what I wanted to do was keep the original harness, but convert to these modern twin cam hand controls. They're super cheap everywhere, and they have everything you would ever need, actually more than what we need on this bike because we don't have an electric starter. But anyways, put them on. They're actually posing another issue because they're too big, so I'm gonna have to spacer the handlebars. But made a jumper harness. I used the factory Molex barrel connector F-crimps. These controls each had 8 wires, I believe, and the factory ones had 6. So for instance, the turn signals all went on that side of the handlebars. They had one of the left, right, center controls. And because this has the multiple sided controls, I had to make a jumper. Tail light working here, and the brake light for the rear brake at least. Had to steal a flasher off of that Rolls Royce in the background in order to get this going. And high beam and low beam. Let's flip this around. So that's nice, and you can see the indicators here, flip flop. The biggest issue is these indicators. Let me flip this around. So these things are impossible to find. I've got another harness there. Thank you to Carl's Air Mach Restoration. Also, backing up a step, you can see this is all hodgepodge. Key switches for this thing just don't exist. I had one on the bench that I bought off a harness, and it was garbage as well. So we have it jumped out right now into the ignition position, which luckily these harnesses tell you, so that's great. These also are like hen's teeth. You see I had to put some glue on some of these to fix it. Light bulbs are available, sockets are not available, and this thing is extremely stiff and brittle, so that's great. But working on that, trying to get that up into the dash, which we do have installed now. These are both new, if I remember right. Yep, tach's definitely brand new. These ones are brand new, but they were fogged, so they were in a warehouse and kind of like discounted. I think it was from Sonny's Motorcycle Repair. I had other ones, but that works out well. Both the cables are brand new. Those are from Barnett. Thanks again to Carl. I have other ones, but they're gonna go on that bike over there. So we're just working through it and slowly getting this thing back to where she needs to be. Next step, probably paint, tanks. I gotta work on these hand controls. Like I said, these are slightly larger. And what we'll do is take I got one over here, chrome clutch levers. So you take these old mechanical clutch levers. I've done this on my chopper, which I wish I had videos for back in the day. And we'll mount these upside down on both sides. Right side up, upside down. And you can run a mechanical brake off them then. Anyways, that's where we're at, folks. Stay tuned. I'll move on to this one. I'll move on to that one.